Hello participants, welcome in this new session, and in this session we will discuss about one of the model of interpersonal behavior. That model is transactional analysis, and in last session uh, we discussed about basic concepts of interpersonal behavior, and then we were discussing about Johari window and how an individual can enhance his sharing with others, and how he can listen to the people for the feedback, and on the basis of that how the open area can be expanded in the area of blind spot, area of hidden and area of unknown, so that maximum open area can be attained, and attainment of maximum open area, maximum information about self, related to personality, related to working, related to everything, will be an instrument to know about yourself, and as much as individuals will know about each other, the level of faith and level of functioning will improve, and that will help to improve the organizational functioning. A similar kind of model which is practiced for improvement of organizational functioning is the transactional analysis, and this model was, or this theory was developed by Eric Berne in 1950s, and this transactional analysis comes under the social psychology, and according the thrust of this model is people can change, and we all have a right to be in the world and be accepted. Yes, according to this model, people can change, and each and every one in this world has a right to be accepted. So, transactional analysis is based on two basic notions. First one is, we have three parts of ego states. Each and every individual has three ego states to our personality. And second notion of this model is, these converse with one another in transactions. These converse, these ego states changes while we transact with each other, and because of this only the name is transactional model. Transactional model means people have three ego states. We will discuss about all these three ego states in the later part of this session, and while interacting people converse, people can change these ego states, and because of that this is transactional analysis. The transactional analysis is a very common model used with the idea that if you know your own state and can determine other person's state, you can use your own behavior to influence and interaction between two. Simply understanding, if you know what is your ego state, and if you know the ego state of others, then you can decide how you should interact, so that your interaction will be supportive in the attainment of your goals. So, as we were discussing that each individual has got three ego states, and these three ego states are the parent, adult and the child. Now, let us understand what is parent ego state. The parent ego state contains the internal events that were imposed on people up to their age of 5 years. Example, whenever you are going out in the winter season, wear appropriate warm cloth. Whenever you are going your job, carry your tiffin. So, during the childhood, whatever kind of constructs were imposed on the child, the learnings given to the child, those are the parent ego states, and in the parent ego state there can be two perspectives. Number one is the critical parents. Critical parents, when you behave and respond with evaluative responses, when always there is whether you have done it right, wrong, and as per standards or not, that kind of critical, judgmental and demanding, disapproving, disciplining, that kind of parent ego state is the critical parent. Second one is the sympathetic parent. The sympathetic parent is protecting, permitting, consoling, caring, nurturing, that kind of characteristic of parent, and it is sympathetic parent ego state. So, these ego states are not only in the childhood, whatever kind of treatment as a result of these parent ego states was given to the children, those ego state would be carried by the children in later life also. So, after joining a job, what kind of treatment during first 5 years, being the critical parent or the sympathetic parent, that will be carried forward by the individual while working in adulthood, in organization or in day to day life or personal life. The second state is the child ego state, and the child ego state is that contains the feeling, emotions related to the external events. What kind of treatment was given in the childhood? As a result of that, what emotions and feelings were developed? Let us go back to the parental states, that is critical parent and sympathetic parent. In the disciplining, protecting, all that kind of was given. Then as a result of what kind of emotions and feelings emerged in the child, whereas in the case of sympathetic, caring, protecting and all that was given. As a result of that, what emotions or feelings could emerge, these feelings and emotions would also be carried. If in the later life someone is a kind of critical parent, judgmental, demanding, disciplining, disapproving, the individual in the later stage as a result of child ego will develop similar kind of feeling and emotions. If in the childhood parents were critical parents, then in the later age the boss will be replaced with the parent and would be considered as the critical parent. If it had been sympathetic parent, then in the later stage it would be considered as sympathetic. So, parent ego, child ego. Now, in the child ego again there are two perspectives. Natural child. Natural child is respond with probing responses, showing curiosity, intimacy, fun, joy, fantasy, impulsiveness. A child having these. So, in what kind of situation these kind of, whether in response to the critical parent or in response to the sympathetic. Second one is adapted child, when the individual behave with confronting responses like rebelliousness, pouting, anger, fear, anxiety, inadequacy. So, these are the. Now, third one is the adult ego state. Adult ego state is the state that evaluates what is really going on and makes independent decisions. Parent and child, child is dependent upon parent, and parent type, that is critical or sympathetic, will create or generate kind of feeling and emotion among child. These are two ego states. Now, the adult ego is when the individual has reached to the state where independent decision about world are to be taken. So, at that time how the parent, adult and ego states would be working. The adult ego state is told by parent not to touch an electric iron, and child bears with the same, not touching. But after sometimes the child checked and tested whether really the iron is hot or not, and determines now taking the decision that yes, the iron is hot and it should not be touched. Another example, specifically in the case of critical parent asking not to go out of house after the dark, and suppose child's feeling okay not going out, but in the later stage when the person is going out and finding no fear or no reason for going for not going out of the house, and taking a decision that no, it is not necessary for all the time to go out. There might be certain situations where individual may go out. So, that is ego, adult ego stage, and adult ego stage is control people behave in thinking, rational, calculating, factual, unemotional manner. So, when it is not being impacted by anything, your parent ego, your child ego. According to this transactional model, there are 4 convictions, and the convictions are: I am okay, I am not okay, you are okay, you are not okay. While interacting with people, in the interaction, as a result of these different these different ego states of parent ego state, child ego state and adult ego state, in the personal interaction or interpersonal behavior, if you are feeling that I am okay, or I am not okay, or you are okay, or you are not okay. Now, I am okay, you are there. There can be 4 different situations. Number 1, I am okay, you are okay. If I am okay in the interaction, you are okay, then there is no trouble in that, and this is one of the requisite stage. This, and child is comfortable with self. Suppose again father is saying you are going out and it is winter season, wear one more sweater, and you are wearing the sweater. I am okay, you are okay. Next is I am not okay, you are okay. The child here often considers themselves on losing end. Here child want to be adult, and father is asking go out because it is winter season by wearing one more sweater. But the child is want to be experimentative and want to go without sweater. Here I am not okay, you are okay. Then next is I am okay, you are not okay. In the child grows by thinking is about such child becomes an adult focused on wants, where I am okay means now because of interseason I have no problem, but father has problem. This is I am okay, you are not okay, and the last one is I am not okay, you are not okay. When child decides this life position means as a result of adult ego, the child has taken it totally different now, and that different is not even okay with him, but it is also not okay with the interacting person. So, that state is I am not okay, you are not okay. Now, there are different life positions, and these life positions are people are okay, everyone has a capacity to think, people decide their own destiny. These are the life positions and life scripts. Among these life scripts, the first one is in outline, each person has already written their life story. These live scripts can result into the different type of transactions among different ego states, and these transactions are complementary, crossed or ulterior. Now, what is complementary transaction? A complementary transaction occurs when the sender of message gets intended response from receiver. When a person is giving a message, and while giving the message, the person might be expecting a typical type of response. If the same response is received, then it is complementary transaction. Your parents are asking you to come on Deepavali, to celebrate Deepavali on with the family, and the expected response of parents is, you will say, yes, I am coming, and yes, you are conveying that I am coming. This is complementary, or it can be imposed on your professional working also. Your boss is giving you an assignment with the expectation that you will accept and you will work on the assignment, and you accepted the assignment. That is complementary transaction. Second one is crossed. Crossed is when you are passing a message, conveying a message with the expectation of a typical response, but the counterpart is not responding same, that is crossed. And third one is ulterior. Ulterior means you are passing a message with a something different expectation. The normal expectation is not that, and the response is also not coming in the same way, that is ulterior transaction. So, these are three: complementary, crossed and ulterior transactions. Then whenever somebody is using the ulterior, that is known as the game. Game means I want to motivate someone to do something, and I know very well if that person will do that, it will harm him, because counterpart is not aware what kind of outcome or result that will bring. So, I with an ulterior motive, I passed a message with ulterior intention, and that got accomplished. It is called as game. So, basically the people play game with the ulterior transactions. Now, what are features of these kind of ulterior transactions or games? The number one is they are played without the adult awareness. Yes, adult awareness means person is not capable to take appropriate decision, person is not well informed. Second one is a person always ends up experiencing racket feeling. Racket feeling means something has been gone on stake and lost. Racket means such kind of happening has happened which was not expected. There is either loss, hurt, or anything, that kind of situation. Then third feature is there is an exchange of ulterior transaction. Yes, transaction is not the appropriate, it is ulterior, it is being communicated, it is being practiced for attainment of some ulterior motto. And the last one is they always include feelings of being surprised. Yes, the person who has been transacted with the ulterior motto will feel surprised, confused, and with a feeling that what has happened, will feel that. Now, there are different type of games and these games are being played by the people while interacting with each other. The very first one is blemish. People used to find faults among others, even they might not be having that. That is a blemish kind of game. Next is courtroom. In this game, people prove how often they are right while others are wrong. They always try to prove themselves as right and others are wrong. That kind of game is a courtroom. Poor me, a person often displays themselves as completely helpless. So, these are helplessness, courtroom and blemish are the rackets played by the people, so that they can get their intentions attained, accomplished. So, these are. Now, what are different benefits of transactional analysis? Number one is self reliance. If people can understand what is parent ego, what is child ego, what is adult ego, and how the critical parent, the sympathetic parent, and how the different children type, that is the natural child, the adaptive child, and then the adult ego state. Adult ego state means what is right, how decisions should be taken. If all these things are clear, then people can understand the various life positions, and understanding the life positions, I am okay, I am not okay, you are not okay. If it is clear to them, then they can decide their life scripts, and life scripts means how they should interact with people, and that interaction where it is complementary and where it is crossed and where it is ulterior. Basic problem is with the ulterior, and ulterior is always by using certain kind of games. So, if people can understand what kind of game are being played, I am only trying to help you, blemish, courtroom, poor me. If it is a racket of people means always, already always, poor fellow, I am right, you are not right, blemish, people have fault, and I am only trying to help you. If these kind of records can be understood, people can protect. So, it is helpful in the self reliance, very first benefit. Second benefit of understanding the transactional analysis is identifying areas of improvement, because what kind of your interactions are, whether complementary, crossed or ulterior, and which one is appropriate, which one is desired or not. The next is knowing where to modify behaviors. If we have understood all that, whether my interaction was like a critical parent, like a sympathetic parent, like a natural child, adaptive child, or I have been behaving like with the adult ego, that will help in modifying the behavior. And next is understand messages that influence behavior, remove limiting beliefs. And next is develop a better understanding of people. The transactional analysis, understanding of transactional analysis gives better understanding of people, and better understanding of people helps for better interpersonal behavior, and it also raises self awareness towards situation respond before reacting. So, if someone can better understand the situation and can have the better reacting strategies, then the interpersonal behavior will be better. The next is develop the capacity to view situation from adult state. This is mandatory. If someone can see the situation from adult ego or adult state, then decision could be taken appropriate. And next one is work upon on life script, make the changes to achieve goals. Then its use of transactional analysis, personal development, the transactional analysis, whatever complete has been shared, that helps in the personal development, that helps or that can be used for effective performance. Suppose your individual behavior, your interpersonal behavior is very effective, your performance on job will be wonderful. It will help you to enhance your business. So, these some of the uses of transactional analysis, and here it is conclusion of this session. Thanks for patient listening, and with this I have concluded another model of interpersonal. In the next session we will discuss one more model. So, thank you very much.